Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Siege action here at Rome 2. We are at, what is it, Color for Dune? I don't know. It's this one. This one. I think this is Color for Dune, right? I don't know. Who cares? Nothing matters. Time is an illusion. Yada, yada, yada. So on and so forth. So, 3v3, this one's sent in to us by Emperor Candy Katsu, and naturally, let's go over the players on the field of battle, quickly go over army comps, and then we'll get right into it. So, who do we got here? We have, attacking, we have, Kellen Kiersling, playing as Arvaki, Emperor Candy Katsu playing as Gete, Marketable Skills playing as Arverni, and then defending we have the Dodgy Gob playing as Nabatea, Swaby, it's the apple sign, apple, you'll see it when the battle ends, but that just means that it's like a letter or figure or whatever that the game doesn't recognize. And then Goose, clan name Fear, playing as Kush. So let's see what the attackers are working with. We'll start with Gete. They got a unit of spears over here, just spears. And then they have basically noble swords out the ass, which I don't really blame them. They're a decent unit, not bad. And then they have decent heavy bows, fairly good bow unit, 4 units of mercenary axe warriors, and then got a ballista boy right over there. Arvaki is bringing with them, we have 4 units of Balearic slingers, painted warriors, noble fight. Ooh, boy, it's 5 noble fighters. Man, ballista, bunch of Scutari, Urian swords, Scutari, and Scutari. And that looks like it. And then Arverni is bringing, we got a unit of Oathsworn in the back, and then 4 more units of Oathsworn, so 5 units of Oathsworn. Gallic Hunters, of course. We have some Giant Celtic Ballista, Chosen Swords, unit Levy Freeman, Chosen Swords, and then 1 Oathsworn. He has 6 Oathsworn. Wow. Alright, and that's it. Naturally, as you can see, there's some fog on the field of battle, so this should make it a little bit more interesting. I believe fog actually hinders your line of sight, kind of, more or less. Makes it a little bit easier to hide units. So this should be interesting. You never really see night, fog, or rain battles, so. But alright, let's get into it. We got 53 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. So, now, I did see Nabatea's army comp before the match started. Because as I've said before, that when you start, they also have some siege towers over here. Maybe just to shoot at stuff, but they don't have scorpions, so I don't know. But as I said before, you know, when you load in a replay, it'll show you at least 2 of the armies that are on, or that are in the replay, 1 attacking and 1 defending. So I got to see Nabatea's build before actually seeing Nabatea's build on the map here. And they do have an onager somewhere, which, by the by, is not a bad move to have, especially on this map. And if you're wondering, hey, how did Nabatea get an onager inside and not have any wall? Actually, nobody has wall artillery. I just realized that. Nobody has wall artillery. Okay. Interesting. Makes me wonder if they all went with a piece of artillery, as far as scorpions go. But Nabatea, along with Kush, I believe Saba, Misacely, and I think there's another one. They're allowed to bring... Ooh, are you going to burn the tower down, huh? You love doing this. You've been doing this a lot lately. And honestly, I don't really blame you for doing it. But anyway, yeah, so those Desert Factions with the Desert Factions DLC, from what I remember hearing, Creative Assembly forgot to like take out the code that allows you to bring artillery into a settlement. So yeah, those Desert Factions DLC get to bring in our artillery inside of settlements, and not scorpions, just like, you know, onagers, which can prove to be pretty fatal if you knew how to use them. I had, man, the name of the settlement eludes me. I did do a video on it like a while ago, but I played a game where I had my onager in a sweet spot overlooking the entire settlement up on a hill. Start to see some of Swaby's units over here with Sword Masters. They're going to be able to tear through these Levy Freemen pretty easily. And they'll probably give the Chosen Swords a bit of run for the money. Luckily, there is Oathsworn here to try and deal with them, but that's Swordsman from Kush, and then Kushite Slave Infantry. But yeah, I had an onager for Mercedes, and they ended up hitting a building and literally eradicating half of the men in a pike unit. It was the most satisfying thing that I've ever done in my life. Anyway, let's see. We got some. That looks like it might have been some more Sword Masters. We have Swaby's General up, and yeah, I was just about to say, if I'm the attackers with artillery, the first thing that I'm going to be going for is Swaby's General. Because if you're foolish enough to leave your general out in the open like this, then you deserve whatever comes to you. Let's see, Neptune's got a bunch of Axe Warriors. We can see some Swordsmen, Slave Infantry, Kushite Slave Infantry, regular Slave Infantry. We've got Cimbri Bowmen, and they're going to get focused down pretty hard by the Dacian Heavy Bowmen. And since it looks like there's two firing at them, yeah, they're going to get picked apart pretty quickly. Hopefully I'll be able to get some really good shots off, though, on Saba's. Or Swaby's, not Saba, Swaby's General. More Cimbri Bowwomen over here. They're going to probably start to try and pick away at these spears. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if this is just like a throwaway unit. There's Shoto Warriors running out. Yep, spears are going to start to pull back. Don't really blame them. What do we have up here? Yep, our Keen Palace Guard, Armored Desert Hoplites. I believe he has 4 units worth of Keen Palace Guards. Pretty nasty unit. One of my favorite spear units in the game, actually. With more Sword Masters. Trading Archer for Archer unit. I'm surprised that these guys didn't... Well, actually, no. It's just not so much of a surprise since they are behind the walls. But they might actually end up getting some better shots off on these guys since they're going to be firing this way. So instead of firing up into the wall and most of the arrows hitting the wall, when you're standing over here, you'll definitely have a little bit of a better angle, right? Honestly, I think it would be even a better idea to bring your archers up over here and then fire in, because then you could really get in and the wall wouldn't impede you in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, moving right along. Kush is going to leave his Shotel Warriors out there just because he doesn't want the rest of the towers getting burnt down. Smart move. I mean, it takes away one of the Kush's units. Not that I think it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, over here, Arvachi and Arverni are just full on pushing in. These Kushite Slave Infantries, they're not going to last very long, so this whole front right here, this left flank is going to break pretty soon, and they're going to have free reign. Hopefully, though, actually, look at this. There's a gap right here. See this? Look at this gap. Right there. Nice big. That's a huge gap. And it looks like, who is this? Arverni or is Katari? No, it looks like Arverni has noticed that he's columning up his units. I'm going to slip them right through. Hopefully he can get them through there fast enough before Nabatea notices that, and they block that up. Smartly, though, it looks like Arverni is also using the wall to traverse around here. Look at that. Arverni and Arvaki kind of getting into the mix there, but they did block it up. There's a little bit of a gap here, but yeah, they're not going to be able to slip anybody through there. So they're going to have to hope and pray that either this over here, these 2 swordsman units, which they are losing pretty badly, they're going to break soon, I would imagine. I mean, these Axe Warriors, they probably won't last very long against the Skitari. Yeah, definitely not. Stats aren't as good. Armor's a little bit better, but I don't think that's going to help them much. And again, once these, let's see, try and get a... Arverni's going for it, but again, it's not really... You're just going to get blobbed up against these guys. But I mean, if you can get them out of here quick, that's good. But there we go. Arverni's going to circle right around using the walls to their advantage. Gete is just kind of taking their time at the moment, which is fine. What's our Vaki doing? Why are they moving all the way over here? But anyway, this isn't so much a bad idea, right? Sitting here, waiting. Swabia has moved his general away. The problem here, though, is, well, they're not firing, so that's okay then, I guess. This, however, you should know better, too. This is not such a great thing. I mean, granted, they don't have any artillery that, you know, the attackers know of. But still, I mean, the archers could fire in here, and they'd have a field day getting multiple kills. Anyway, it looks like this flank over here is finally broken. Made a huge push. Shoto warriors engaging with Chosen Swordsmen and Iberian Swords. Iberian Swords is a great choice to go up against these Shotel warriors since they have absolutely no armor. They should be able to combat these guys pretty effectively, but again, they are just Iberian Swords, so they are going to get beat up. They're going to take a beating, unfortunately. Honestly, I think I would just pull these guys back and try and start capping either this tower, or because they're Iberian Swords, and it is Arvaki, they get projectiles, so I would maybe use their projectiles to, I'd say maybe set up like right here, and then start projectiling it. Or even coming around, come on, there we go, coming around this way and shooting into the back. I mean, we did see there was a unit here. It looks like it might have disappeared. Gete finally getting up onto the walls, sending forward their Axe Warriors first. Oh, there we go. What is this? Slave? Yeah. They won't last very long. Sending his Axe Warriors in. Spear Wall. Yeah, I think this is a pretty solid spear unit. I don't use Swaby that much, if at all, really. So yeah, these Axe Warriors. I mean, Axe Warriors aren't terrible, but the Nabatean Axe Warriors are definitely a little bit better, I think. No, they're the same. So I guess maybe it's just the fact that the arrow tower is there. Oathsworn moving in. He did pull back his Iberian Swords. Hopefully he's going to be using them in a missile capacity. I mean, shit, you could probably get some nice shots off on these Shoto warriors. That's what I would honestly be going for, especially since it's their sword arm. So you'll be able to get better shots off on them. Look at this, Oathsworn moving in, going to take on Nabatean Axe Warriors, Sword Masters, and Shotel Warriors. They do have that 65, or 80 armor rather, so the Shotel Warriors will be able to tear into them a little bit, but Shotel Warriors are winded. And they are depleted. Not a lot. They've only lost, what is that? 50 men so far, just about. Holy shit! The amount of arrow fire that just came in from Arverni definitely whittled that number down a lot. Whittled that number down quite a bit. So again, hopefully, I mean, Arverni, yeah, the Oathsworn are getting beat up. Honestly, he should pop Headhunt. I don't know why he hasn't popped Headhunt. There we go. So they're having a little bit of a tough time at the moment. I mean, they've managed to make a little bit of progress. I'm surprised to see no archers or anything up here supporting the defenders' pushback. But I guess maybe they're saving all their arrow fire. Looks like we have the Kimbri Bowwoman firing back into Gete's Dacian Heavy Bowman. Going tit for tat there. Look at this. We got the spears. They actually managed to get up here and set this tower on fire. And now it looks like he's probably just going to leave them there. They've done their job. And they earned the right to rest. And by rest, I mean die. Nabatea actually sending out two of his Axe Warriors. So, let's see. Front line for Nabatea is looking okay so far. These Axe Warriors are still holding on pretty good. He's managed to get a Noble Swords in. Looks like he'll probably come this way. Oh no, Swaby's General is still here. And he's facing the wrong way. That would be the target to go for. Let's see, 36, 49, 63, 48. Yeah, absolutely. I would go for these guys all day long. Facing the wrong way, you'll get juicy kills. Awesome, perfect. This is what I was hoping to see. Nabatea, Gete's bringing around his Noble Swords to charge into the back. hopefully break up these sword masters and axe warriors from Nabatea, and hopefully they'll be able to smash this pretty quickly. And once this is all gone, floodgates will be open. They'll be able to really wrap around, finish up these 4 units here, and then they'll be able to push this way. And then if they're able to do that, if they can push this way, then they'll force Swaby to, of course, pull back. Ooh, is he? No, he's going after the Hex Bears. Honestly, that's not a bad... That's good to go for, too, because these guys can cause some serious havoc. So let's see. In terms of reserves, looks like Arverni only really has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Oathsworn left. Of course, he does have his archers, and then Arvaki still has quite a few units, 4 units of Skitarii, then he has 4 units of Noble Fighters, 5 including his general, and then his Balearic Slingers, who have not used any ammo whatsoever yet. Gete, however, is looking a little bit on the slim side. 2 units are a handful of Noble Swords, and that's it, really. Well, he does have his 4 units over here, Axe Warriors, and that. What do we got? Armored Desert Hoplites, Armored Desert Hoplites, Little Warriors.
Run, Gushu! Get running!
And don't forget, Nabatea does have an onager laying about somewhere. I would imagine that it's probably either going to be up here or up here. I mean, really, those are the best spots for it, especially if they can put up a strong defense in this area right here, and they really don't let the attackers press through here. They can keep this onager up here and manage to get the archers to expel all of their ammo. That way they won't have any fire ammo left. Then they can just fire with impunity, manually fire into whatever blobs of troops are in front of them. Alright, so it looks like we have a bit of Nabatean heavy archers moving up. Actually, yeah, Nabatea still has plenty of archers to go to use, and actually, wait, no. Who's the third? I can't believe I'm blanking out on who their third man is. Holy shit, I'm literally having a brain fart. Kush, duh, Kush. This Kush just got absolutely bodied over here. So now looks like they're capturing this. Ooh, we just heard it. We just heard it. There it is. Are they firing? They are. Whether they're manually firing, I don't think he's manually firing. I think he's probably just auto-firing. Honestly, I would hold on to the ammo, wait until they get closer, so you have guaranteed hits that you're going to rip through the attacking enemy's infantry units with your artillery. So, right now, I think what would probably be the best for the attackers is maybe... No, actually, maybe not. Nabatea has his archers over here, and these guys are no joke. So yeah, maybe pushing this way wouldn't be such a bad idea. Honestly, it's a shame that they don't have... Or they do. They do have a tower left. Oh, he has 1 unit of Noble Swords back here. Maybe just to protect, just in case. Artillery is still firing at the 59. They managed to kill 1 guy, but fuck him. Yeah, but I think pushing this way is going to be their best bet. Swaby doesn't really have a lot over here. Oh my god. Alright, I understand going after this general with the artillery. I don't think he's going to be able to get any really good shots off, and here's the reason why. And this is this is not me belittling the fact that he's trying to go after it, but here's why I don't think he's going to be able to get a decent shot off, right? First of all, he has to try and fire over a barbarian wall. Trying to get infantry firing after, it's just, I don't know why, but it's just like odd. Trying to knock down a barbarian wall is difficult because it's so low, right? But if you see, even if he does get the shot over, it immediately dips down, right? And Swaby, and this, I don't believe that this is intentional in any way, shape, or form, Swaby is actually, let's face this way so we can actually see what's going on here. Swaby has his general in that dip down. So when the shots come over the ridge of the wall, it's just like barely going over their heads and then hitting these buildings, or it's landing short and it's not rolling into the units themselves. And that's why he's not going to be able to get like a decent shot with a good volley off. He might get the odd ball here and there to land, but I don't think he'll get a great shot off, unfortunately. So, meanwhile, they've managed to capture some towers. They made some great headway. I mean, look at all the death, Jesus Christ. And now they're just trying to push. 35 minutes, 58 seconds left in this one, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all that cool YouTube stuff. Greatly helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it, of course, too. So, Nabatea is doing what he can with his Axe Warriors to hold back Arverni and Arvaki. But the Skitarii and the Chosen Swords, they'll be able to stand up to these Axe Warriors really well. Not that Axe Warriors, they're good. They're not terrible. But, Chosen Swords are just a little bit better. Not even a little bit. I mean, they are better. Melee defense and armor. And then even weapon attack, weapon damage and melee attack, they're better too. So, yeah, Nabatea is like an odd faction because they have awesome like high tier units in the form of like their Rakim Palace Guard and the Nabatean Heavy Archers, but they're like regular melee infantry like aren't that great. Even their Nabatean swords or the noble swords or whatever the fuck they're called, they're not great. They're not terrific. But for like low to mid tier games, as far as finances are concerned, how much money you're allowed to use, they do really well. But then you can't afford Rakim Palace Guard, so it's like a give and take. Hexbearers coming in, going to challenge some Skitarii. Nabatean Axe Warriors, they're routing, but look, they're like stuck here. That's so funny. So this is Skitarii are Painted Warriors versus Hexbearers. And like literally, they kind of like do the same thing. They scare. But Hexbearers use Curse. The morale takes the penalty. But it's funny because their morale is fine, and the Hexbearers' morale is like shit at the moment. So now it looks like we're going to be getting a little bit of a hill camp. Nabatea does still have some Nabatean Thorax pikes laying about. Kush might even have some pikes too, so that could be a wild possibility. Let's see how many, 123, 71, 44, so Swaby still has plenty of ammo left. His general's pulling back, 153, 153 guys left. So now would be a good time to try and get some shots off on Swaby's general, in my opinion, with the artillery. He is moving away from that spot that he was in. As he's retreating, you should be able to get some halfway decent shots off on him. You still have... They have Cav, Riders of the Hunt? And they lost some... Oh, Swaby! Swaby! And that's why Nabatea or Getae left his Sword Nobles over here. And these guys are firing, apparently. Even though it says that they're not. Or it shows that they're not. But anyway. Let's try and get some kills. Or kills. Shots. What the fuck am I talking about? Is he really going to sacrifice these guys? Is that... What are you doing? No! Come on! They're right there! Why? Why? These guys, they have... These gals. These gals... Yes, there you go. Get them. Oh, devastating. Why did he do that? What was... Did they just, like, get caught? They're fucked. They're gonna get caught. Arvaki should be, instead of trying to engage, he should be trying to match their speed. So that's Speed Mech. Yep. Shuttle Warriors, Thorax Pikes, Rakim Palace Guard, Desert Hoplites, Spear Wall. Okay. What is Swaby doing? Does he not have any units left? Is this it for him? I don't think Swaby has anything left. Yeah, get your fucking dude out of there, man. Yeah. He might have had more ammo left. I don't know. You can never actually, like, tell. Just because this has, like, has a shot loaded doesn't mean shit. But, yeah. Small victories, right? So hopefully they'll go and capture this. Oh, Swaby's general, though, is absolutely fucked. I don't know where he thinks he's going. But he's just gonna get... Is he gonna leave? I mean, he's gonna leave and he's gonna get caught by these guys. There he goes. Honestly, yeah, just capture the gate and just leave him out there. Fuck it. Alright, so now we're... So now Swaby, for all that we know, only has one archer unit left, right? Got the Iberian Slingers, or the Balearics up here. Well, I don't really know... I mean, this is the extent of their range, so why they're here, I'm not sure. Hopefully our Vernie still has ammo. And Yete too, for that matter. It looks like he does, actually, so that's good. Yete looks like he could still potentially have ammo, so hopefully they'll be able to switch to fire ammo and just absolutely light this up. Because this will become a serious problem for them if they don't get rid of that as quickly as possible. And now, yeah, he's just he's gonna go running around, going to the back door. And there goes the Brothers Mahan. Congratulations, you killed 2 ballista units. Alright, so now we're getting some mass movement here. Palace Guard. Where are the pikes? Where'd the pikes go? Pull them back. Did we pull them back? Yeah, looks like it. We got armored chotels.
Listen to it. They bleed. Move it.
Oh. So he looks like he's not manually firing, and he's just firing at Dacian Heavy Bowmen or this Guitari and the Painted Warriors. Honestly, here again, this is where you would want, like, squeeze them as close as you can to stuff at this point, right? Looks like he is actually manually firing. But yeah, now you want to just hide stuff behind stuff. Words of wisdom brought to you by Lichter. Hide stuff behind stuff. Alright, so here's my problem with what Nabati is doing, right? So he's using his onager. He has it on auto fire. He just clicked on a target and it's firing. But he's also manually firing too. At least that's what it looked like. Maybe I could be wrong. But if you do that, you're gonna end up wasting your ammo a lot quicker. Oh, pardon me. I can understand if he's aiming for the archers. I can understand that, because that's going to be the biggest threat to his onagers survival. Oh, Kush did it too, you cheeky bastard! I was wondering. I was like, did they? Did they? Now, if I see an artillery piece from Swaby, I'm going to be pissed, because that just means that he glitched it in and he's cheating. But this is now a serious problem, so that's where that other second shot was coming from. So we have 2 onagers, 6 onagers from... Oh, look at this. He's going to burn this down. If Gete is lucky, when he burns this tower down and it collapses and falls, it'll end up catching this African onager. If he's lucky. Hopefully he'll be able to get rid of this before anything happens. And also, yep, there we go, if he's lucky, Nabatea and Swaby and Kush will waste ammo on these units. 26%. I mean, it's unfortunate that he is losing these men, but again, he's also getting them to waste ammo. Shot coming out, that's definitely manually fired. Managed to hit some of these guys, but they're all going to be spaced out. stances, so he's not going to get great, like, amazing kills, but still, he'll get some kills. So, unfortunately, he was not able to burn down the tower. I would love to see that. That's a great theory to test, whether it's just in a... well, you wouldn't be able to do it in a custom battle against the AI, because they'd never let you do it, but it'd be interesting to see if once this burns down, if that indeed causes that to collapse. So, what do they have? Royal Kushite Archers, a very serious unit. Arrow fire is going to be coming in from every direction. But again, like, if they can get them to waste ammo, that'll be huge. Come on. Burn it. Burn it down. 71%. 2 more tosses should probably do it, I would imagine. Right, it like takes them so long to like reload. Oof. Come on. Bro. There we go. They're gonna be gone. They didn't even get a second throw off. 84, maybe they did, 84%. Oh, Osworn getting broke. No!
Get running! Let's go!
I don't know if...
Get moving!
Balance of power is in the favor of the attackers, but, I don't know, man. This is pretty stalwart defense over here. Especially with Nabatea bringing all their spears. I don't know, man. They do have a lot, though. And they have a lot of heavy hitters, too. Noble Fighters, Noble Swords, friggin' Osworn. They get it? Come on. I just want to see this thing burn. Please. Please. Thank you. There we go. Now we will see if this thing will actually damage this. X-Warrior's getting shot at. Again, still, they're wasting ammo on these units that, in my opinion, don't really matter. Granted, they do have their artillery left that they can still use, but still. Where are we at? 52%. Well, actually, you know what? This would probably make for a pretty cool shot, wouldn't it? If you just fucking get in there. Take some more pictures later, too. There we go. Yes, it did! Amazing. Love to see it. Alright, so mark that in your mental notebook, folks. Burning towers can damage onagers, which, in turn, makes me wonder if a falling wall that has been knocked down can also do the same. And honestly, I would probably say yes, based just solely on this right here. Shots going out. What are we shooting? A house. Why are you shooting that house? What did that house do to you, huh? Yeah, come on, guys. You should know better. Lobbed up like this, bad news bears all day long. Bad news bears, eh? I would say to pick a depleted unit and get it up there and start using fire arrows. But there's so many archers here that they would just get picked apart. I mean, these guys can't be out of ammo, can they? Yeah, they're not. And they already have 108 kills. These guys 147. They are out of ammo. How about these guys? So they still have ammo, and they still have ammo. 0, actually, even. So, Armored Desert Hoplites starting to break. No surprise, really. They're just like, regular hoplites. Nothing spectacular. Rakim Palace Guard, though. 115 armor, melee defense is at 59, but they're not in hoplite wall, so their melee defense isn't as good. It could be better. It could be, but he's got if he really wants to hold this line right here, he needs to put them in hoplite wall, and then these guys will just sit there for days. combat. They're going to start to get beat up a little bit. But I think the Chosen Swords, yeah, they're already losing. What are we firing at here? Long shots going after, looks like the Noble Fighters, Oathsworn and stuff. Again, I think, I feel that this is a waste of ammunition. You're taking these long shots to try and get maybe a handful of kills here and there. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. Hold on to the ammo. Wait for these units to get closer so you are guaranteed to get kills, and then open fire. Then, you know, start ripping shots left and right. I mean, at least that's what it seems like what Kush is doing at the moment. I mean, they're not even firing at any of these units here. Ooh. This, but the Nabatea is here. So, I can understand why he didn't go into Hoplite Wall. If he does, though, we're starting to lose, too. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh. If he does go into Hoplite Wall to increase his melee defense, well, that wouldn't be a bad idea. It's going to condense this unit, and then it's going to open up a little bit of a gap here, right? So all these Rakim Palace Guard, they're going to shift this way. A gap will be formed. They'll be able to sneak their way in if they want. First thing that I would go for, if I can make it happen, is obviously this Onager unit. Because now Kush is just shotgunning shots right into these units right here. He's going to get some fantastic kills. He's already up to 79. But again, it's like, it's not a waste in my opinion, but at the same time, it is kind of. I mean, you have the Sword Masters and the Rakim Palace Guard here. Well, actually, no, that's not a waste. Firing into this blob of Arverni and Arvaki is not a waste, because while they're making, Arvaki and Arverni are making headway against the Rakim Palace Guard and the Sword Masters, if you continue to fire into these units with your Onager, you're going to end up lowering, obviously, the amount of men that are within the unit, but also the morale as well. So you're going to have a little bit of a better time breaking these units. I mean, Swaby, I don't know why he just did this. He just pulled back his Swordmaster unit, and he was winning against Arvaki. Oh, he's switching them out. Okay. Good move, good move. That's, yeah. So now he's moving them back in. I mean, then the Rakim Palace Guard are going to start to take a hit, but still. Where are Jason Heavy Bowman still hanging back? Rocky has moved up more of his Skutari. They are focusing heavy on this side, too. Which, honestly, it's not a bad idea. What is he going after? Balearic Slinger is getting focused down pretty solidly by Kush's archers. He needs to be careful with that. Just because they do have 25 armor. It's something, but it's not enough. Yeah, you see they're starting to rout. He is, I mean, obviously, he's firing into these Rakim Palace Guard. It's great to go after these guys because it is their weapon arm, so you're going to get more damage in. But yeah, there goes one of his Balearic Slingers. Hopefully he still has two. But these Skutari, I think I would just try and get in there at this point. These guys, 44, 48, they'll probably, well, hopefully they will come back. But these retreating units, if I was Kush, I would just focus these guys down as hard as I possibly could with my archers, because I know that these guys are going to come back. 44 and 48, that's enough for them to get them to come back, right? But if you focus them down with the archers, then you know you have a better. The archers will make them like shatter completely. But anyway, there goes Kush sending some more rounds into that blob right there. Nabatea is still just mean, he's trying to get some shots off. He has 170. He has quite a few kills. Looks like he is getting a good angle here.
Faster! Reload!
How many of this guy's out of ammo? He might be. He might be out of ammo. Kush, 257. Yeah, Kush still has ammo. Ooh, going after this Noble Sword's moving around. Not a bad target to go for. Kush is still making great use of his ranged units here. I mean, going after the targets that are close, so he's guaranteed hits. Picking and choosing what he wants to go after. Using his archers to try and focus down Gette's archers and send them packing. But yet still, the bounce power is in the favor of the attackers. Unless they updated this and it's finally representing what it's supposed to represent. And yellow being the defenders. Even though that's not the case when you're actually playing the game, because when you're attacking, you're yellow. And oh shit! Oh shit! Move! Get him in there! I mean, they're still gonna catch like a couple. Wow. Nabatea almost just probably shit his pants right there. Super close. Super close. Still 14 minutes left in this. Barney's Gallic Hunter is going to start to get focused down, but I don't think Kush probably doesn't have. Yeah, it looks like they might be getting close to the end of their archers there. 147, 116, 181. Yeah, these guys are going to be out soon. Are these Nubians? No, just Kushite archers. He just has regular Kushite archers. Yeah, so these Kushite archers are going to go soon. They're making a push for it. Rakim Palace Guard still hanging on for dear life. 160, 118 kills, 16 guys left. They're starting to break now, though. Swaby's Spears, Spear Wall, Sword Masters, and Wodzan Spears hanging on for dear life as well. Nabatea's archers are moving over. He's going to have to be careful here, though. Looks like, yeah, he's going to come over here and probably try and get rid of Gette's archers and Arverni's as well. Again, I feel like maybe they should, at this point, actually, I think Arverni should pull back one or two of his archers, or one of Gette's, and come around, because all of the archers now are. Okay, I thought they were like leaving the settlement for a second. All the archers now are focused in this area. There's, as far as we can tell, there's no archers over here. So bring some he's bringing the slingers over here, but bring the archers over here to focus down these guys, and bring a unit of noble fighters and noble swords over here to protect them. Yeah, Nabatea's archers are just trying to get set up, but they're going to start to take some shots from. Well, they made their way through. Noble swords taking on some Kushite archers. These guys, no, they don't have any ammo left. I wouldn't even bother to attack them. But Swaby's going in with some sword masters to prevent them from moving forward anymore. But honestly, and here it is. This, once again, here's a gap. Let me zoom out a little bit. And we'll do this. This right here, that's a gap. Column up, go through, circumvent the sword masters and all the other units that are in your way. And then you can get into these Nabatean heavy archers. And it looks like that may be what Arverni is doing. Nope, Arverni's charging right in. Looks like they're going to fall back some. Shoto warriors in the mix, taking on 4 units. Come on, does no one see this? Does no one really see this? Oh my god. Is it Nabatea, or is it up to 425 kills? They're up to 179. Yeah, this Onager is just absolutely wreaking havoc. This is what I'm talking about. But again, I mean, it's just the amount of top-tier infantry that's back here can easily shift. And especially for the fact that it's like spears that are left, kind of. Spears and Kushite Royal Guard? Really? Nabatean Noble Cat? Why? You're not going to be able to do anything with them back here. I would have at least... I mean, I know they don't get any infantry generals, but I at least, except for the archers, I at least would have went with an archers, and Nabatea could get Rakim Pal's guard, and even Nabatean pikesman, Thorax Pikes as a... whatever. Anyway, look at this little depleted Noble Sword unit just getting around, fucking causing some headaches. Shoto Warriors, though, managed to fucking deal with all 4 units of those guys. Holy shit. Balearic Slingers are firing at... What are we firing at here? Nothing, because they're running away. They probably won't come back. Noble Swords getting shot at pretty good. But again, they're wasting ammo on this depleted unit of Noble Swords. Who, in my opinion, were placed there specifically to, 1, use the rest of their jabbies, and 2, garner the attention of all of the archers so that they would get shot at and have them waste more ammo. Kush is finally out of ammo, topping off at 522 kills. Nabatea also appears to be out of ammo, topping off at 179. Kush definitely used his onager more efficiently than Nabatea did. Again, that's like the best, in my opinion, the best way to use. Oh my god. What is Arvaki doing? What is anyone doing here? Look at... They're right here. They're just right here. No, go. Come on. Come on, go. I know that you'll... Yes, thank you. Jesus, someone's paying attention. Not to be disparaging to your teammates, but this is like... smorgasbord. Get these motherfuckers. Disciples of PMAC moving in to engage the Noble Swords. They might actually get a rear charge off, and that'll be huge, especially if he pops Headhunt and Frenzy Charge at the same time. But, do they have any archers left? They do. They get... Arverni needs to get his archers over here so we can start firing at these Disciples of the PMAC because they have no armor. They're great shock infantry. They're good at actually lasting for quite a while, but they have no armor. 25 armor. Ain't that great. He did pop Headhunt and Frenzy. It's not Frenzy Charge, just Frenzy.
Get forward!
Yeah, those Noble Swords can get there are gonna have a pretty awful time. Yeah, they're already losing. I don't know. You should pop Headhunt though. Pop Headhunt. Give him a little. There we go. Give him a little what for? No shield wall. Pardon me.
Back, warriors, move out! Make them bleed!
I love the description for the Disciples of the PMAC. It's just RAR. It'd be even better if they put XD at the end of it. Fucking RAR XD. Alright, 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. We are at the end. And the defenders definitely do not have a whole lot left. It's going to be quite literally an uphill battle, though, still. But there's one unit, well, 2 units here, holding back the rest of this. Honestly, I think smartly going after Noble Sword General for Gete. But they need to at least just get rid of this Swordmaster unit, in my opinion, right? And then this is what they have to do. Get rid of the Swordmaster unit. The minute it starts to actually, like, break or route, it's falling back anyway, so it doesn't matter, because Kush is moving forward to stop the flow of traffic that'll potentially come this way. But if they could have managed to break this unit as quickly as possible, then they could have even... What is he doing? What are you doing? Go! Go, Arverni! Go! go! Get these fucking archers! Get them! Man, Nabatea is really playing fast and loose with his archers. Kush moving forward, having to help defend. Noble Fighter is going to engage some armored Shotel warriors. Headhunt has been popped. Dry fired. Oh, you hate to see it. Dry fired, and their armor 75. So these Kushite noble. I was about to say noble Shotel warriors. Armored Shotel warriors are going to have a field day against the noble fighters. But what really needs to happen here is Arverni and Gete need to flank this way and then charge into the sides. Or, honestly, I mean, I'm sure he probably still has ammo. Still has plenty of ammo. Get these guys over here. And then fire into the side here. But yeah, they're going to need lots of help. But they are losing, though. I mean, here's the thing, like, armored Shotel warriors are good for the armor piercing and stuff. How is their armor at 102? Is that just because they have shield wall up? But, like, that's kind of it. Like, their regular, like, base stats, as far as, like, melee attack goes, like, not that great. Melee attack's 40 and weapon damage is 50. I guess that's pretty good, actually. Never mind, what the fuck am I talking about? But I feel like as the melee attack, though, is kind of basic, really. I mean, that's like Galatian Royal Guard has a melee attack of 50. Thorax Swords, I think, is like, what, like 43 or 47 or something like that, so...
Break off!
I don't think they can... I mean, they can last, but I feel like it's just imperative that you have something supporting them. So now, a lone Noble Sword unit taking over Keen Palace Guard. Nabatean Heavy Archers. Pike's still just kind of hanging back. Wish to get a cool shot of the Pikes. Like, meh. Alright, whatever. Fucking charging your general. Here's the thing, right? He's not going to get a good charge off. Because you're charging into the rear of your troops. Maybe over here, yeah, sure. But the cav isn't going to last. And a prolonged infantry engagement with swordsmen. It'll be an even battle for a little bit, but over a period of time, they're going to start to lose. And it's because it's a numbers game when it comes to cav. The cav's only 80 men against, well, I don't know how many at that point the Noble Swords had. But I mean, you know, like 102 guys versus 66. Who the fuck do you think is going to win? Obviously, it's going to be the 106 guys. They may take some dudes down with them, but... Alright, so now here's the problem that the defenders have made. They hedge their bets on, it looks like Nabatea is kind of realizing it. Oh no, he just shifted. He didn't even, okay. So, they hedged their bets right here. Right? And now, the attackers, all they really have to do is just keep these guys preoccupied. They don't need to seriously engage, like heavily engage this flank over here. Nah, they don't have to do that. All they have to do, especially since the pikes are over here, all they have to really do is just invest heavily their units over here to break these 3 units. And once these 3 units are gone and are broken, free roam to get in and behind Nabatea here, right? And once those 2 armored Shotel warriors and the Kushite Royal Guard, once they break, look at that, there's a gap right there too that Gete managed to find as well. So he's going to get into Nabatea's archers. And then once their archers are gone, which is going to be quick, they're going to be able to get behind the pikes and do some serious damage. But once these 3 units of Kush are gone, floodgates are going to be open, and they're going to pour forward as quickly as they can. Nabatea has to be paying attention to what's going on in this flank so that he can time the retreat properly so that he won't get caught out by the flood of troops from Arvaki and Arverni flowing this way. Alright? But that's why Getae and Arvaki are keeping these units over here engaged as heavily as they possibly can without actually engaging too many troops. Alright? Still, what do we got here? I mean, we have the archers from Arverni, they still have plenty of ammo. The Balearic Slingers, 129, 105. And we still have plenty of Oathsworn left from Arverni as well. And, of course, a lot of Noble Fighters, too. Pardon me. So, Cushion Swaby, done for. It's at this point that Nabatea should really be falling back, especially since his general is back here. He's moving his general forward. I don't think it's a smart move. I mean, where is he going to go? He's going to charge his men here? No. I mean, morale's already down. Yeah, this is going to be over soon. Probably end with a mass rout because there's only 35 seconds left. So, it looks like they're charging after the cav here. Probably got a nice cav charge off. They had 60 men. Lost only 7, which is surprising. And oh, jeez, yeah. Mass rout. Arvaki's moving in to try and catch anybody so that they don't break and then come back. Not that that's going to happen. Nabatea is trying to get some kills off, and then that's it. Whew. That's a good one. Start with the defenders, or the attackers, rather. Kellen Kearsling, 1,982 kills, 2 for the general, 17 for the ballista. 117, 156, 27, and 5 for the Balearic Slingers. 67 for the Iberian Swords, and 174, 84, 123, 98 for the Noble Fighters. And then the Scutari, 252, 48, 109, 63, 62, 191, 99, 140, and 148. For Kandikatsu with 2,458 kills, 21 for his gen. 256, 124, 303, well, that was pretty good. 291, 59, 254, 119, and 59 for the Noble Swords, 62 for the Ballista, 55, 96, 103, and 56 for the Dacian Heavy Bows, and then 98, 104, 192, and 86 for the Axe Warriors, and then 0 for the Spears. But, I mean, they paid for themselves in other ways. Marketable skills with 2,441 kills, 30 for the Oathsworn, 148 for the Ballista, 85, 116, 169, and 96 for the Tall Hunters, 129, 2009, 209. Oh, I was yawning when I said that. Oh, pardon me, I'm sorry. 91, 272, 165, 50, and 117 for the Chosen Swords, 4 for the Levy Freeman, no surprise. And then 253, 77, 82, 62, and 286 for the Oathsworn. Dodgy Gob with 1,606 kills, 22 for the Neptune Noble Cab, 184 for the Eastern Onager, 136, 169, 172, 171, 171 for the Neptune Heavy Archers. Well done with the Archers, really. Even though he got them in some precarious positions, he managed to get some fantastic kills with them. 54 and 41 for the Armored Desert Hoplites, 59, 42, 56, 64, 35, 90, and 54 for the Neptune Axe Warriors, 34 and 0 for the Pikes, 118, 33, and 75 for the Queen Palace Guard. And there you see the little Apple insignia. So Apple got 1,903 kills, 56 for the Woods Spears Gen, 80 for the Riders of the Hunt, 46, 54, 104, 163 for the Cimbri Bowwoman, 48 and 8 for the Hex Bearers, 47, 130, 41 and 77 for the Spear Wall, 236, 243, 193, 161, 99, 117 for the Swordmasters, and then Fear Goose, 2,292, 64 for his gen, 522 for his ballista, awesome, or onager rather. 126, 200, 168, and 174 for his archers. Well done there. 104, 121 for the armored hotels. 136 for the disciples of Feedmac. 107, 43, 78, 153, 148 for the Shotel Warriors. 49 and 39 for the swordsman, and then 40 and 20 for the slave, or Cushite slave infantry and slave infantry. That was a good one. Really enjoyed that one. Well, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So, with that being said, have a good day, morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are while you're watching this. Just have a good one. Peace out, guys.